The midwives urged the Melbourne mum not to stress the small pustule was just a sign of a newborn's soft skin. Her tiny daughter had been born 10 weeks prematurely and was in neonatal intensive care with collapsed lungs and other issues. But the mum knew she was right to be fixated on Zoe's blister, which was no bigger than a fingernail. The condition results in extremely fragile skin akin to the delicate wings of a butterfly, meaning even the slightest touch can result in excruciating wounds. Medication and creams and dressings, it is just our normal, Melanie tells 7 Life. The pair began dating in their late teens, Melanie recalling she noticed David's raw skin the first time she spotted him. "We were bowling, and I noticed something on his hands," she says. "He told me it was just eczema, but they quickly become romantically involved, and David revealed he didn't have eczema at all, it was ebb. It sounded terrible, and I felt so sorry for him and everyone with it." As an adult, David learned how to live with his condition, treating his blisters silently and seemingly going unnoticed. "I looked into genetic testing. It was a 50-50 chance," Melanie says, of the baby having ebb. The couple had to wait 9 months to discover if their baby had the life-changing condition. But when Josh was born healthy, they breathed a huge sigh of relief. 6 years later, when the couple learned they were expecting for the second time, Melanie went back to the geneticists hoping for more answers. This time, they were told they could do a skin biopsy on the fetus rather than waiting until birth. "I was 17 weeks pregnant. By the time I got the results, I would have been 20 weeks then. What would I do with those results?" Melanie says. "They would have had to sedate the fetus to do the biopsy too. It was just too much risk to the fetus. I didn't want to lose a pregnancy, I just didn't want to risk it." David didn't want to put a child through what he had been through, but at the same time, he gets through it, Melanie says. Their worries soon washed away when Jamie was born, a healthy little girl. "We were really happy," Melanie says. But when the couple discovered they were expecting baby number 3, Melanie felt like she had run out of luck. Their latest addition burst into the world at 30 weeks, with tiny Zoe whisked away to the NICU. Every day, the watchful parents would visit their little girl as she grew bigger and stronger. But on day 13, their world came to a crashing halt. A small blister was spotted behind the newborn's hospital ID tag, which was secured to her ankle. "I just knew it." Melanie didn't need to wait for a formal diagnosis, immediately researching how to care for newborns with ebb. In the NICU, the tiny baby continued to wriggle and to kick her feet, despite developing blisters from every little bump. Even with her knees torn up, heels torn up, she just kept kicking them, the mum says. she would just have all of these wounds, and you have to pop them, the blisters, otherwise they just grow and can end up covering the whole limb. Sometimes she would just scream, "No mommy, no daddy." It was just awful. Taking charge as Zoe grew older, she understood the importance of caring for her wounds and took charge of her own skincare. She began telling Melanie she would prefer a bath over a shower, and even told school when the blisters on her fingers become too painful to write. Zoe isn't afraid to teach her peers about her condition and never lets it hold her back from doing what she loves most: shopping. As for David and Zoe, they have a normal, loving father-daughter relationship and barely talk about their ebb. Creams, bandages and skincare is just the norm under the Hanvey roof, Melanie explains.
And finally, thank you all for watching the video. Please like and comment your opinion so we can discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell to follow and update many other interesting news. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.